I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
Elder Maxon?
I'm too busy to speak right now.
We're getting a 3% seed tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable.
Proctor Ingram?
So, any other tricks up your sleeve besides making the Institute disappear?
That depends. Do you have a deck of cards?
If I did, you'd be welcome to it. Heck, I'd give you a medal if we still use the darn things. Now, I'm not so sure using the Minutemen to do the deed was the best idea. But you got the job done. And in my book, that's what really counts. Anyway, I'm not here to talk your ear off. Maxon's informed me that you're continuing your tour aboard the Prydwen. So I was hoping you could assist me with a long-term problem. Keeping the Prydwen hovering like this is putting a tremendous strain on the ship's propulsion systems. I can stay ahead of the repairs, and we have plenty of fuel to keep the fusion reaction sustained, but we're short on reactor coolant.
You don't have enough on board?
Hey, I didn't expect to keep this floating pile of steel aloft this long, and the coolant isn't exactly easy to find. So instead of second-guessing my maintenance methods, maybe you should lend us a hand.
I'll be on the lookout. Don't worry.
Well, you can look all you want. You're not gonna find cans of the stuff laying around the Commonwealth. Here, take this list. It details exactly what you need to make a can of this special coolant. Find the materials, whip some of it up at any of the chemistry stations on the ship, and bring them to me. Pretty simple. If the coolant's good, then I'll even pay you for it, as per our retrieval compensation policy. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. Good luck.
A moment, Paladin. We have squires in need of training. They're young recruits. They need a good example to follow. Someone to emulate. I realize the mission is simple on the surface. You'd be helping to secure the Brotherhood's future.
What exactly do I have to do?
You'll be given a location to purge of those post-bomb deviants. This includes synths, and those mind-eroded children of Adam. A squire will accompany you. He or she is to watch and learn. Should be a simple mission, but largely beneficial to our young soldiers in training. What do you say?
I'm not sure.
You have what it takes, believe me. Until you do, I'll be waiting.
Hi.
Next time you're running off, how about you invite your brothers and sisters to the party?
Attention. Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. That is all.
That's quite the crater you've manifested in the center of Boston. Marvelous work. Simply marvelous.
You aren't disappointed that all the Institute's technical research just went up in smoke?
On the contrary, it's always been my sincerest hope that the Institute's ill-conceived research would never see the light of day. And, thanks to your efforts, it appears that my hopes have become reality.
I'm glad you're impressed.
There's no need to be modest. You deserve all the accolades you've been receiving, and more. And despite popular opinion on this vessel, I feel that using the Minutemen to accomplish this feat was an inspired concept. You've minimized the Brotherhood's potential casualties by coercing another force, using them as virtual cannon fodder. Inspired. Sometimes I feel the Brotherhood has such a narrow view when executing its operations. Well, I've already taken up more than enough of your valuable time. If you still wish to procure technical documents or escort one of my scribes, please let me know.
Excuse me, Proctor Quinlan.
Greetings, Paladin, and congratulations on the promotion. You wouldn't be here to lend yourself to a research patrol, would you? Or perhaps drop off any technical documents?
I found some technical documents for you.
And they're in wonderful condition as well. Excellent work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Just like that, the Institute was gone in a puff of smoke. Thanks to the Minutemen.
Worried about these recruits. Too young, too green. Not like the initiates back in my day.
The Minutemen took down the Institute. They're more resourceful than I thought.
Never expected the Minutemen would be capable of taking out the Institute.
I know I'm not the first to say this, but I appreciate what you did down there. The Institute got exactly what it deserved.
I'm guessing that's not all you wanted to say.
Is it that obvious? Sorry. I just keep thinking about all the lives that were lost getting to this point. There was this one pilot in particular. Rico was his name. I'd been on this ship long enough that I watched him go from a greenhorn wastelander to a lancer. Every day, after his duty shift, he'd come back here and we'd talk about, well, everything. Sometimes for hours. I remember the day Kells put him in command of a vertibird. He ran right down here to me and handed me a bottle of whiskey. I told him to keep it, but he insisted. He said I was his friend. Well, he owed it to me for keeping him sane all those years.
Sounds like a good man.
He was. Right before you got back to the Predwin, Kells told me he was shot down. Some punk with a rocket launcher got lucky and blew him from the sky. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. It's not really any of your concern. I guess I just wanted to show you that there's two sides to every victory. Those who live to revel in it, and those who died making it happen. Well, I think I've raked you through the mud for long enough. Here, I want to give you this as a token of my gratitude for everything you've done. I hope the gesture means the same to you as it did to me.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
You're looking to pick a fight? I'll help you end it.
I'm looking for some firepower.
Be my guest.
Should have been the Brotherhood dealing the final blow to the Institute, not the Minutemen.
Not sure I like the idea of the Minutemen having so much firepower. Dr. Lee.
Look, I'm really busy, and I'm not in the mood for talking.
Next time you're running off, how about you invite your brothers and sisters to the party?
Scribe Naraya.
Do you realize that by destroying the Institute, you provided me with a host of new opportunities? I can't wait to get to work.
All right, I admit it. I'm confused.
Really? Well, allow me to explain. The detonation of the Institute's reactor undoubtedly had a significant impact on the Commonwealth's ecosystem. There hasn't been an atomic explosion of this magnitude in quite a long time. Certainly none that I've been close enough to study. The prospect of watching what this immense concentration of radiation does to the local flora and fauna is nothing short of exciting. You've done a great service in the name of science. In any event, I'm certain you need to get back to your duties, and I need to get back to my data. Thanks again for providing me with such a wonderful opportunity.
Excuse me, Scribe Naraya?
I've done it, Paladin. I've created the compound.
So it works?
I tested it myself. It's much more potent than Rad-X, and it doesn't appear to have any ill side effects. I've decided to call it the X-111 compound. I thought it was fitting. Here, I already made you some samples to take with you. If you want me to continue synthesizing the compound, I'm going to need more blood samples. Just keep bringing them to me and I'll do the rest.